How is everyone doing today? Shankarp right here. Today we're going to look at the Bitcoin chart, the altcoin charts, and S&P 500 to see what's going on. So without further ado, let's dive right into the charts. All right, guys. So we're actually going to look at the S&P 500 first, and just like we had here, we had the Fibonacci's, from point A to point B on the daily time frame. And like I said, we wanted to see the S&P 500 get above this area for us to say, hey, we're back in an uptrend. Right now we are just at the area. Doesn't mean we are in an uptrend yet. We have to break this area and then establish a new support. So as of now, we were at the support area. We broke underneath, but if we zoom into smaller time frames, you can see that, we had this resistance here, and the price broke above the resistance and then started making higher highs. In the last video I said over here, when we had this bullish engulfing candle, it looked like the price was still gonna head up. So that's good for the S&P 500. Let's go back onto the daily time frame. So what we're looking at is for the S&P to break above this high here, and if we do that, then we will be able to start seeing an uptrend on the S&P 500. So now, what caused the S&P to move the way it did? Really, guys, there was news this week, whether they were going to increase or decrease interest rates. And you can see here, if we go onto macro indicators, they stalled the interest rates, so the markets did rally. This does not mean that they're, interest rates are going to nothing's permanent, but it doesn't mean interest rates are going to come down. If we're looking at the trend right now, guys, interest rates do still look very bullish to me. I'm looking for a break below this, so below 5.91 for us to say, hey, you know what, we're actually going to be heading below and start making lower lows, and that at least breaking this low right here. This one would give me more confirmation that we're going to be heading a lot lower, but at least breaking this area here, this is a line chart, but breaking this low right here, this would give me at least more confirmation that we're going to be heading lower. So right now interest rates are stalled, but they are not, they're not actually, coming down right now, but that really sent the markets in a bit of a rally. You can see the housing market, guys, and like I was saying, that we would need to at least break this high for us to say we're back in an uptrend at least. And you can see with interest rates stalled, we broke and we made this higher high, right? So now interest rates are, the housing market looks like it's making a turnaround, but you guys can see how important it is to know what's going on with the interest rates, as it does affect the housing market. The DXY, the dollar index, completely had a pullback when this was announced and shown some weakness. We look at the 10 versus 2 year, it reversed a bit here, so but at the same time, guys, it is still trending up. So we did have a bit of pullback, but it is still trending up. And as well as the VIX, now we're looking at the VIX here. Now that interest rates are, stalled, you can see there's not as much fear in the market. And with that being said, now that we've broken this low, we are back in, in a safer, the technical pattern for the VIX does look a lot better. So that gives us more confidence that the S&P 500 is going to continue up. Bitcoin is going to continue up. If the Fed decides to increase interest rates, then yes, we can anticipate the VIX spiking up and having a nice jump up into the market. Yeah, and then the S&P 500 pulling back. So we're looking better right now. We're looking better, but at the same time, guys, consider this, that this was everything. The markets didn't completely change, but it's all from the pause of interest rates. So the fact that the interest rates were paused, not even decreased, you can see the fear in the market went down. People are thinking that, hey, maybe interest rates are going to continue down, but it does not show on the chart that we're going to continue down. It just shows that we've stalled out. At minimum, we would like to see this price action come below here. But once we do break down this level here, that gives me way more confidence to say, hey, you know what, we're going to be continuing a lot further down. 10 verse, here, let me go on this one. 10 verse 2 year is looking, we're still going to invert at some point. So there is going to be a bit more pain in the market once we invert maybe 6 to 12 months out. But as we look at the BLX chart, guys, Bitcoin's still looking poised. We're still looking good to actually, we've broken these highs. So there's a lot of good air, positive air, clean traffic, I would say, up to this area here. So there's a lot of clean traffic up to this area. So let me just, yeah, so we have some good clean traffic, guys. And as let me actually go on to the live Bitcoin chart. Yeah, so you can see here. Yeah, so we have a lot of clean air really until this point here at 47,000. We go into the daily. You can see how the candles are looking. They are forming more into an uptrend as we've broken the support and we made a high, made a bullish engulfing candle here. And so yeah, it is looking good, guys. This is looking good for the price action. We are making higher highs and higher lows. So, we've got a break above here indicating that the price, at least will come back to this area at 35,621. And then we're looking to hit, around 40,000 next. So again, guys, interest rates, if interest rates do increase and keep going higher, we can anticipate, if interest rates do increase, guys, we can anticipate things to come back down again. But right now, where are we in the market, guys? If we look at the BLX, Sam Bankman-Fried has just been charged, for 110 years. So we're still in the smart money accumulation, guys. This is just a cycle. Every 4 years, it's the same news that comes up. It's the same news. And what I'm going to do in, the next couple videos, I'm actually going to put together a more analytical sentiment over the last 10 years of how the market actually has been moving and what news has come about, whether it's on social media, just so you guys can get an idea of we're literally listening to the same things every 4 years, and it's just the same things every 4 years. So right now, accumulation for the next leg up. Stay tuned. Enjoy your weekend. It's Sunday evening. Enjoy your weekend. Let's prepare for Monday. Do the best we can. Stay sharp. Stay grateful and enjoy. So I'll see you in the next one. Take care.